Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Friday, December 13th, 2024, and we are back with our best bets of the day. If you're in the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Being the Odds. Let's recap yesterday's results. So, yesterday, had a bit of a weird day on the daily bet side of things. NFL went great. 4-2 day. Yesterday, though, we had an interesting day. Members only best bet Pelicans plus 7.5. That was a win. Tight win, but a win nonetheless. Caps in the under kind of killed us there. Iowa State minus 6.5, never a doubt. I'm just kidding. They were down by like 10 at halftime, or in the first half, and they stormed all the way back to win by 9. Absolutely love to see it. I told y'all, Fran McCaffrey is such a horrible coach. That's coaching. That Iowa team's got talent, and that is just a coaching problem, and Iowa State looked awesome. Heat minus 10, unbelievable push. That should have been a win. Under 225, Detroit and Boston lost that one by 2. Over 6.5, Pittsburgh and Montreal. Pittsburgh scored 9 goals. Under 5.5, Boston, Seattle, that was brutal. And then the over 5.5, Toronto and Anaheim, that was also brutal. 3-2 in the second period, by the way, and no goals afterwards. Unreal, especially even with empty nets, which is insane. Overall for the year, they were having great years. NBA, 83-60. Best bets, 31-19. NHL, 84-66. 27-19 on best bets. And we have a loaded video for you guys here today. Although it's an interesting day of sports. I got an NHL play for you guys. There's only one NHL game. I have one college basketball game. There's only one college basketball game of note that's less than a 10-point spread and that actually has legit teams on it. And then we're going to break down every single NBA game. I'll give you guys a lean for every single game today. And as you all know with the NBA, I'll be posting those in the pinned comment below. Our free picks for that. Just check that throughout the day. I'll be adding that as we get closer to game time. But if you haven't already and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. Post NBA videos every single day, along with the NFL and college football and those. We're all love a college football video out tomorrow as well, which I'm excited about. Going after 15,000 subscribers. So I'm excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So let's jump into the plays that we have today. The first play we're going to roll with, not first play, the first game we're going to break down today is to start off with Wizards and Cavs, just the earliest game that we have. If I had to bet this game, and I'm not saying I would, but if I had to bet this game, I would bet probably the Wizards plus 17.5. It's just so many points, man. Like 17.5 points is enough points where you can get blown out and still end up losing by like 16 points. And the fact we're getting 17.5 is just insane. I know the Cavs are good, but this is a game where, they have more important games on their schedule. This could be a game where they sleepwalk in the first half and end up coming back and winning it. There's no chance the Wizards win this game. I wouldn't bet the total. I don't like the totals here, but I love the 17.5 if you're going to bet it. I don't know if I'm going to, but if you do like it, if you do want to bet this game, I'd probably go 17.5 Wizards. Next, Sixers and Pacers. Sixers at home. They're getting healthy. They're also the more desperate team because they had just a abysmal, and I mean abysmal start to the year. This feels like a major trap line here. And I mean a major trap line because it feels like Vegas is begging you to take Indiana in this game because Indiana's getting 6.5 points. The Sixers have looked horrible, but the Sixers are healthy now. Like they have their big three back with Embiid, Maxey, and PG. And as long as Maxey's playing, I actually really like the Sixers team because I think Maxey is low-key. I don't know if he's the best player on this team because Embiid's there, but he's like the most important player on the team, and he's playing today, so that's enough for me. And again, the Sixers are at home. They're getting healthy. They're more desperate. So if I had to bet this game, I'd probably take the Sixers right now, minus 6.5. The sharp money's on the Sixers right now. So if you had to bet this game, I'd probably go Sixers minus 6.5. Next, we got T-Wolves, and we've got Lakers. The T-Wolves and the Lakers, this is a weird line. 8.5 point line, 9 point line, depending on what you're looking at here. LeBron's out, which is a little scary, if you're trying to bet the T-Wolves because there's a trend in the NBA where if a superstar is hurt or he's out for a game or something like that, usually the team that has the injured superstar usually covers. Now, do they win every time? No. But do they cover? Yeah, because they're playing guys who there's not a lot of tape on, and they're excited to get in there. And again, so much of the NBA, which is sad for me to say, just straight up sad for me to say, is just who cares more on a given night. And the guys who barely ever play, who are going to get more playing time, they really, really care because they want to get jobs. However, it is the Lakers, and the T-Wolves care about beating this Lakers team, and they care about smoking this Lakers team. But one thing about this Lakers team that's interesting, is that they almost feel like, I'm not saying this is what's happening, but they almost feel like they're like on the verge of like quitting on the season, and it's like December 13th. That's kind of what it feels like. They're getting blown up by Miami by 40. Like, their standard is, look how close we keep the Denver Nugget games. Like, yeah, we lose, but it's by like 4. And it's like, it's a weird, to me, it's a weird thing. Plus, there's trade rumors about LeBron going to Golden State, which, by the way, bad fit for him if he does go there. I know they're going to say, "Oh, what's that?" It just, I don't love the fit. Plus, he's made a living on just abandoning teams when they get like they have a little bit of adversity. LeBron has, so I don't think he should do that again, but he probably will. And the sharp money day is on the T-Wolves, and I tend to agree. Like, the sharp money right this second for the Timberwolves. Let me see here really quick. I just had it, now it's gone to shit. Yeah, I mean, right now it's 36% of the bets, 47% of the money right now is on the T-Wolves. Again, I'm waiting to pick all these until later today, but if right this second, as I'm recording, I would probably go T-Wolves minus 8.5. They're at home. And again, the sharp money's on T-Wolves, so T-Wolves minus 8.5 is what I'd do if I had to bet this game. Next, we're going Nets and Grizzlies. This game is one of those ones, kind of similar to like Spurs and Blazers later in this game, where it's like the who gives a shit game of the day. But if you had to bet this game, I don't like keeping favorites, but in this game, I would probably go Grizzlies minus 11. The last time they played the Nets beat them, and they were 13-point dogs. The Nets were. This feels like a bounce back game. Plus, they're going to see their home. And the bounce back, and again, this is a bounce back spot. I don't love the game, but if you had to bet it right now, I'd probably go Grizzlies. Again, man, the Grizzlies are healthy now too. Like, they've got a lot of their best players back. When they played against the Nets last time, they weren't completely healthy. And this Memphis team right now, I mean, if you look at their injury report, I mean, there's like barely anything on it. I mean, there's Zach Edey, who's been hurt. Gigi Jackson, who's been hurt forever. Vince Williams has been hurt since like mid-November. So there's not really any change here. You still have Bane, you still have Jaren Jackson, you still got Ja, you still got a lot of your good players. And the Nets, they just had trouble scoring. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up scoring, especially with Bogey out, Bogan Bogdanovic. He's going to be out in this game. Cam Thomas is out. So a lot of your like best scorers for the Nets aren't playing. You got to hope if you're the Nets to try to muck this game up. I mean, that's the only way you're going to keep in this game. So if I had to go with that, I'd go the Grizzlies. I don't love the game, but if I had to bet it right now, I'd probably go Grizzlies. Next, we're on Bulls and Hornets. I actually think this game's low-key going to be a good one. I don't love the spread on this game at all. The spread on this is just way too, like 6 points for the Bulls is a little much given how little they play defense. And I'm pretty sure LaMelo is still out. I think he'll be out for a while, unfortunately. But actually, no, it looks like he's playing. But yeah, no, he's going to be playing, looks like, which is going to be big. The 6 point spread to me is just a little much given like these two teams are both very, very flaky. But one thing about these teams, especially if LaMelo is playing, they both play very fast paced. They both score a lot and both play no defense. The over here, if I had to bet it, you got to bet the over here. I mean, right this second, 44% of the bets, 58% of the money is on the over 231. I wouldn't be surprised if this line moved up and up and up in this game. So if you had to bet this game and you really, really want to bet the Bulls and Hornets, I'd probably go over 231. Next, we're on Clippers and Nuggets. We're going to go the opposite way in this one. Again, I don't love the spread for Clippers and Nuggets at all. I'd probably go under 231.5. That's the number that we have on the under for this game. For the Clippers and the Nuggets, right now the under is 44% of the bets, 63% of the money. Which is obviously a substantial difference, especially as sharp money goes. And as the day goes on, the money's going to come down because the public likes to bet overs, which means I think this is an even better bet than what we're looking at here. The Clippers are going to be without Kawhi. They have limited offensive weapons, and the Nuggets have gotten like very, very much worse over the last 2 years. What I mean by that is losing a lot of their big role players. Like, they still have their core of like Jamal Murray, Jokic, and Aaron Gordon. But past that, they don't really have much of there's not much left of that championship team they had 2 years ago. And the Nuggets have gotten worse throughout they're still pretty good defensively, but they're not as good offensively at all. And the Clippers are, they don't have the offensive weapons like I mentioned a minute ago. The elevation could also hurt the Clippers' stamina. This feels like a game that stays under. So if you had to bet it, I'd bet the under 231.5. I wouldn't be surprised to go down like 229, 228, something like that. Next, we have the Suns and Jazz. Jazz are at home. But the Suns are going to be healthy. It says on the injury report that KD is out, but it says he is probable for today. For against the Jazz, which means he's probably going to play. That means the big three is back, and when this big three is here, they play very, very well. The Jazz are fucking terrible. They're probably going to stay. Away from this game. But if you had to bet the Suns at -8. That just seems like the responsible play. And then we got the Spurs and Blazers. This is the who gives a shit, who cares game of the day. Like if you're betting this, you have a gambling problem. Although I might bet it. In all seriousness, but. If you had to bet it, you probably want to go with the Spurs here -3.5. It's the public play, but the Trailblazers are a total tire fire. I think we should probably put to bed the whole like ex-star player coaches because Chauncey Billups is doing terrible. I also think he doesn't have the talent around him to be able to have like a legit like team, but I don't know how you bet this game. I'd probably roll with the Spurs here if you are going to bet it, but the Spurs are only 3.5 point favorites, but they're also on the road, so it makes sense why the number's so low. Wemby should be able to dominate. Chris Paul should be able to control the pace. The veteran wings are going to be able to defend the Trailblazers. So I just don't see how you bet it. But if you do, I go Spurs. Spurs Blazers. I go Spurs -3.5. Next, I got two plays for you guys. I already have money on. Next play we're going with is Nebraska -4.5 versus Indiana. Sharp money is all over Nebraska today, and I mean all over Nebraska. Plus, this line has moved up and up and up. So it was I think it was starting at -2.5. It's all the way up to 4.5, which is huge. And the sharp money, like I said, is on them, but Nebraska's also at home, and they have the better guards. And in college basketball, the most important thing that you have is who has the better guards and who has the better coaching. And as far as guards go, Nebraska's got it, and they also can shoot. And they're at home, so they're going to have vision familiarity. While Indiana, don't really know about their coach, and I know their guards aren't as good as Nebraska. So I like Nebraska here -4.5 versus Indiana. And they'll go NHL. I got the under 6.5 Carolina and Ottawa. This is such an obvious underplay. Carolina's an under team. Ottawa's been an under team this whole year. Plus, sharp money's on the under today. Only 44% of the bets are on the under. So give me the under 6.5 in Carolina and Ottawa. Now, just so you guys know, we're going to have a full slate of members only. You get those all at zdmbets.com/picks. As a member, you get all our members only best bets every single day, which was profitable best bets on a day-to-day basis. On top of that, you have a direct line to me. So any game you're considering betting, reach out to our hotline number, get a guaranteed response back about any game you're considering betting. And you get all our free picks still on YouTube sent to you before these videos come out. Then take advantage of early lines and early odds. And the website zdmbets.com/picks, zdmbets.com/picks, zdmbets.com/picks. So guys, let's go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow.